You welcome to another live streamed episode of A Different Day with Ja and
It's Neci. Good evening.
good evening, good evening, good evening. We so my power went and it serves me right. You know what I'm saying? It's karma.
Wapa?
It's karma because I always clowning and joking on about Wapa, how I get current and fan blowing and I apologize. You see it come back. It'll always come back. And it did, and it was right before we had to do the show on Sunday. So we decided we're gonna go ahead and do the episode because everything was queued up and ready to go. I had spent like 2 hours getting ready. Yeah, everything queued up, and y'all gonna get this information, damn it. So here we are. Neci, how you doing? How you doing?
I am doing good today. Busy work, but I'm doing good today.
Good. So
how about you? How you doing?
I was off. I think you were off today, so a little recharge time. But the thing about when you get a day off, if it's not, first of all, if you get 2 days off in a row, right? If you get 2 days off, the first day is for you to take care of business. But what do you do when you only get 1 day off and then it's back to work again? You know what I'm saying? You can't even really enjoy it for real. But it was good. It was peaceful. I did my run. I did a little meditation, and I'm here. I'm excited about getting this episode done. And yes, we still have another live episode Sunday, provided my power company don't play with me again. All right. So if you're just joining us, welcome to another live episode of A Different Day with Ja and Neci, streaming live on the #1 station in the U.S. Virgin Islands, 101.3 ROE FM. You go ahead and share the live if you're just tuning in. Go ahead and let us know that you're tuning in and where you're tuning in from. We appreciate you. Thank you. All right, we're going to jump right into it. So, Neci, you had sent me some good news for the people. So we're gonna start off with the good news. We're gonna ease into it.
But before you start, don't do all the good news in one shot, because I know you're coming with some stuff that's gonna rub me wrong. But we need to break it up a little bit. That's all I'm asking of you, please.
I actually did. All right.
Okay.
I actually did break it
Give
up.
the people some good news. Let's do some good news.
All right. So first, let me see who in the comment. Yo, what are you saying, Darren? What are you saying? Go ahead and share the live. Let the people know that we live today. Sorry about the issue with the current and everything. WAPA spreading. Apparently, it's contagious. But first things first, we want to tap in with the VI's very own, right? That's who we want to big up first and foremost. We're going to big up Miss Aaliyah Boston. She doing big things. The WNBA star unveiled her new Adidas DON7 Virgin Islands PE. So it got a lot of acronyms, a lot of letters. I don't know if the PE is for physical education. I don't know what's going on, but she she unveiled her new Adidas shoes. So congratulations to her. Congratulations.
Yes, congrats. I'm so proud of her.
That's dope. So if
to
you didn't know,
her own shoe
that's huge. So tell the truth. You ever watch one of Aaliyah Boston's games?
Yes, I've watched a few of her games. Yes.
Okay. How is she doing right now? Do you know? I know you keep up with sports more than me.
Which is shocking, right?
Yeah.
I honestly haven't paid attention recently. I know there's some playoff games happening. I was more kind of watching. Actually, I was more watching the USA's women's hockey games. That really was the one capturing my attention lately than basketball. But I haven't seen her play lately. But she's been on a really good streak, a really good run. She's been doing some commercials. I've seen her do some commercials. And it was really, really good. So I it's college women's basketball is what's on, not NBA women's basketball is on.
March Madness.
Yes, I've been watching. There's been women's games. That's why I haven't been seeing her. The women's college is playing, not NBA. So my correction. So yes, so I haven't seen her play lately because it's their other season. So I've been kind of watching the college games, and I've been watching Olympic games. So, but she's been doing pretty good. I've been seeing her commercials. She's doing some not campaigning, but branding stuff for herself, and I really, really love that for her.
That's dope. Hey, get that money, girl. Yeah, so March Madness coming up, Olympic Games. America just won gold in hockey, beating Canada, and then immediately messed up by teasing Canada instead of being good sports. What else coming up? We said March Madness, the Olympics. What else? We got something else coming up. The World
Olympics
Cup
is wrapped up. I think that's wrapped though. The Olympics should have wrapped.
The World Cup
wrapping
is
up.
coming.
That, yeah.
I don't watch cricket, but I think cricket is coming up if it hasn't started already. Also,
yeah.
Players Edition. That's what the PE in the shoes. That makes so much more sense than physical education.
I don't know why you went there. I couldn't even. You see, I didn't piggyback on you, and I know it can't be physical education.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the first thing that comes to my mind when you're talking about shoes and sports. Physical education. I'm sorry. Aaliyah Boston, her new shoes. Congratulations. Go ahead and cop a new Adidas DON7 Virgin Islands Players Edition. Go ahead, they hot. I don't know how much.
In my cup of tea, but I think I got cop them just for the cops. You know what I mean?
You should. Because I don't know.
It's not me, but I think I should cop them for the cars. That's what
I don't even know what to wear them with it. Yeah, they're a little bit colorful, but we gonna support regardless.
Yeah.
Next, VI Paulson doing it big. Next set of good news: Virgin Islands born fashion designer. Stay with me. Igdalia Pickering has announced a new collaboration with Gap and Harlem's Fashion Row, marking a significant milestone in her emerging career. The denim collection, which draws directly from Pickering's Caribbean heritage, will launch internationally across 7 countries. Yeah, that's big.
Yes,
that's big.
Love that.
Yeah. Hey, Aya, love me now. Relax. Yes, physical ed. That's what I got. It's Players Edition. And shout out to Miss Igdalia Pickering. I have to take my time there. Congratulations on the collaborations. VI in this, you check. All right, what else we got? Next group we want to big up. Can you read this? Because I don't know what you have said this one in. The 5th annual
Before
international.
I read anything, can you give the people my apology?
Oh, what are we talking about?
I feel like you need to publicly apologize for how you to be this when I got lead in to read. You know?
Oh God. Okay. So I apologize. I think this is my 3rd apology of the year so far. We're 6 months in.
First for me.
Apologize to Neci because I was clowning her about her glasses, because every time y'all see me reading, it's because it's too small, and I actually looked and saw how her screen looks when I put it up, and it's teeny tiny. So even without glasses, you can't read it. So I apologize. It's not because she's blind, it's because she got an iPhone. Good evening.
Correct. It's them iPhones.
Would not happen if she had an Android, but we ain't gonna go too much into that thing.
I do have my Android, but we multitasking here. So, I commenting with the people that interacting,
Exactly.
It's one of those things.
We get it.
It's rough.
Android for the win on this one, Yadu. So, can you see this? And go ahead and tell them about this.
I have it up ready to go. You ready? I'm ready. So, I want to say the DFG Community Impact Foundation of the VI Inc. on their 5th annual International Women's Day and Women's History Month celebration, which is going to happen on March 12, 2026, has this year nominated no other than Miss Lee Monroe for Women in the Spotlight. She's one of the women who's going to be honored at this year's celebration for, of course, her contribution for ROE FM. So big up Lima for being acknowledged and recognized for this year's fifth annual International Women's Day and Women's History Month celebration on March 12th. So big up, not Lil Lima, Big Lima, big up. Congratulations to her.
All right, and if you can't see her, if you don't recognize her, she's down bottom left.
Right on the bottom.
Look at the hair. She's really
look at the glow.
Exactly.
The glow.
You check Halima Roebuck, learn the name, all right? Boom. So big up, Big Ro. Congratulations for being a trailblazer and for everything that you do for your community and beyond. All right, let's get into a piece of VI news. And this was breaking news Sunday. Let's piss me off. It was breaking news Sunday. However, I couldn't talk about it because my power company was playing games. Yes. You see that face on the screen? Mr. McClafferty, aka they call him Humpty. He was arrested Sunday. And we're going to get into that then. If you don't know him, Mr. McClafferty has gotten into some public back and forth with some major figures in the Virgin Islands, including a current candidate for delegate to Congress, a beloved daughter of the soil, Miss Janelle Sauro herself, and others, for suspected crimes. They were going back and forth for a little bit. It was a big thing. Well, it looks like it's come to a head. Breaking news, Brett McClafferty, you see 11 minutes in. We would have been right about to go on the air. We could have break this news, but I digress. Brett McClafferty arrested in $888,500 fraud case. Banco Popular complaint cited as Walker says she does not represent him. Police allege 12 fraudulent transactions totaling $888,500 after a complaint from Banco Popular. While St. Thomas Social disputes the claims, an attorney, Kai Walker, states she does not represent McClafferty in the criminal matter.
St. Thomas,
huh?
Key Walker.
Key, come on, man. Look.
K-Y-E, Key. Her name
they
is
could have turned that and it would have really been Key. But it's K what? Man, look.
It's attorney Key Walker.
Dr. Eggman, Dr. Robotnik, get released on bond. Yes, he did get released on bond Monday. He posted bail. A St. Thomas restaurant, true. Wait. They're making money at St. Thomas Social, man. 12. You do 12 transactions almost. Ooh, they're getting money over there. Is St. Thomas?
That St. Thomas Social be popping.
It gotta be. They eating.
Mm-hmm.
They eating over there. Hold up. No, I don't. No, I don't gotta go over there. All right. Kelly sitting on a bullfoot soup. Was that the big anyway? A St. Thomas restaurateur has been arrested in connection with what police describe as an $888,500 fraud. They keep saying that number. Fraud investigation, as the accused individual's business partner and an attorney publicly dispute aspects of the case. According to the VI Police Department, Brett McClafferty was arrested on Saturday following an investigation by the VIPD Economic Crime Unit into alleged counterfeit and fictitious financial instruments. Ooh. Hey, what going on, Marcus? Alleged and fictitious financial instruments. That sounds okay. They made that sound extra dastardly. The investigation began in June 2024 after Banco Popular de Puerto Rico filed a complaint alleging that between January and June 2024, McClafferty deposited counterfeit and fraudulent checks drawn from entities in the British Virgin Islands and issued bank drafts from his Discover account that were later subject to stop payment requests or returned for insufficient funds. Investigators determined that funds were withdrawn and wired to third parties before the financial instruments were returned unpaid. Police said the investigation identified 12 fraudulent transactions totaling approximately $888,500 conducted through McClafferty's business and personal accounts. Banco Popular reported a confirmed financial loss exceeding $80,000. Several counterfeit checks originating from the BVI were reportedly flagged before funds could be withdrawn. preventing additional losses. An arrest warrant was issued on December 30th, 2025. Interesting. So the warrant was issued back in late 2025 by Magistrate Judge Julie S. Todman with bail set at $150K. He wasn't arrested until Sunday. Okay. On Saturday, the warrant was executed. Interesting. They waited 2 months. All right. The warrant was executed at McClafferty's residence in St. Joseph and Rosendahl by the VIPD Economic Crime Unit with assistance from the Special Ops Bureau, Criminal Investigation Bureau, the United States Postal Service, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Hey! All right. He was charged with grand larceny, passing or possession of forged bills, making and passing fictitious bills and notes, and drawing and delivering worthless checks. Following his arrest, McClafferty was transported to the Richard Caldwood Central Command for processing. Unable to post bail at the time, he's since posted bail, he was remanded to the custody of the Bureau of Corrections pending his advice of rights hearing, which has occurred now. The IPD has asked anyone with additional information related to the case to contact the Economic Crime Unit or dial 911. In response to the arrest, Sunil Sharma, executive chef, the chef is involved? Okay. Executive chef
work
and
work through it.
Huh? What you say?
You know, your parents will be like, work through it. You know, work through the word. You know.
Take your time, baby. Take your time.
Take your time.
They're building a RICO case waiting that long. It looked like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It really was waiting. In response to the arrest, Sunil Sharma, executive chef and partner of St. Thomas Social, issued a statement asserting that the arrest stemmed from a 2024 banking deposit made by the establishment's former general manager. According to Sharma, the deposit was a check for a private event rental at St. Thomas Social, for which we do dozens a year. He stated that McClafferty did not make the deposit in question, nor did he have any involvement with the client relating to the event. Sharma further said that the event was never hosted because the check continuously bounced and the client subsequently passed away. Oof. Nonetheless, it is absurd that Social or its individual owners would be held responsible for deposits made in the course of ordinary business, which exceeds $2 million annually. Whoa. Sharma stated, Mr. McClafferty committed no crime and we look forward to his prompt release from custody. He's represented by attorney P. Walker. Attorney P. Walker later clarified her role in the matter during an interview on Sunday. As far as my official statement is, I do not represent Brett McFlaherty in this matter, nor would I ever advise a client to issue a press statement following an arrest, especially an arrest that has yet to be reported this soon. The case remains pending before the court. McClafferty is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. All right. Oof. What do you think about that? What you guys say about anything?
You gotta be careful. See monkey do. You laugh today and they're gonna laugh after you tomorrow. You gotta be careful how you mocking people on social media.
Yeah. What going on, Nikki? You did make it to the live. Thank you. Go ahead and share it. Tell people we live right now. They seem to be stacking charges for real though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Nikki. Sir, all right. Now, the representation, not the guy that claims he's not representing them, has made a response. All right, this is straight from St. Thomas Social, addressing the silly rumors.
Ooh. Follow up. I like this.
Yeah, get it to you. All right, sip up. On February 21st, 2026, officers of the VIPD Economics Crime Unit took Brett McClafferty, a partner of St. Thomas Social, into custody for a 2024 banking deposit that was made by our former GM. This deposit was a check for a private event rental at St. Thomas Social, for which we do dozens a year. Mr. McClafferty did not make the deposit, nor did he have any involvement with the client related to the event. Ultimately, the event was never hosted at Social because the check continuously bounced and the client subsequently passed away. Nonetheless, it is absurd that Social or its individual owners would be held responsible for deposits made in the course of ordinary business, which exceeds $2 million annually. Mr. McClafferty committed no crime, and we look forward to his prompt release from custody. Sincerely, Sunil Sharma, VP and partner. Now, so not only did they want to make an official statement, they wanted to make a statement to the public, letting them know the same thing. What do y'all think? Tell us in the comments. I had a phone call. Who gave Rico? Humpty Dumpty. Yeah. Dr. Robotnik, it looked like they're stacking something up against St. Thomas Social, but it seems like, Janelle wasn't wrong. It seemed like this is some vindication for her, because she was going hard for a while trying to tell us that there's some weird things going on, and now here we are. Yeah, the client passed away. How convenient. You're blaming it. Hey, that's the best person to blame
no one to counter the claim.
Exactly. Go ahead and ask him or her. 888 for an event trips. They say it was like 12 different checks. I mean, they said they do dozens.
Who writes? Okay, let me know who writes them. Who accepts 12 checks for that amount that keep bouncing? You think I would take, after the first 12K bounce, I take in another check? You gotta wire me funds. What is it, the 2% fee on those 3% fee of that I have to pay?
Not more. And Key Walker said, Mac is not the client. Don't involve she. LOL. I mean,
and they said her name a few times too, which is crazy. How you claiming that Tony that you retain?
Imagine you said we got an attorney, and they're like, no, who? What Brian said?
She's a Virgo. Don't do that.
What Brian said when they were trying to get him to support Roach, what he was saying? Who? Support who? He said, not me. Yeah, man. Is this the MS of the week and the news at the same time? No, he probably going to be the MS on Sunday, but we have a different one because this come out right on Sunday. So no, this ain't the MS of the week. We got one for the week though. All right, but first, some more good news. Did y'all know, I know you heard the name Tim Tebow in a minute, but did y'all know that Tim Tebow, he's still doing good work out in communities, even in the VI community? He actually sponsored this evening here. Let's get into it. Friday night, the Tim Tebow sponsored Night to Shine enfolded. Listen, the Tim Tebow.
Take your time.
Is that right? That don't sound right. That don't feel right. Okay. The Tim Tebow sponsored Night to Shine enfolded the St. Croix Montessori School with lights and music as special guests arrived and were escorted to a night of dining and dancing by volunteers with pom-poms and noisemakers. Noel Winter provided high-energy steel pan music. The guests, kings and queens, were people with special needs over the age of 14. They were often accompanied by caregivers, with everybody dressed in their finest for the third prom night hosted by the St. Croix Christian Church. Some gowns and black tie attire were donated by community members. See them there? Oh. The Montessori gym was decorated for the event with lights, streamers, glitter, and music. A huge buffet was set up at the back of the room and seemed to be enjoyed by all. Round tables were decorated with candles and shimmering tablecloths. The most popular activity seemed to be smiling, laughing, and talking. Guests also enjoyed having makeup applied, hair styled, and shoes shined by volunteers. In another area, it was easy to hear who enjoyed singing karaoke. Hey, shout out Tim Tebow. Shout out to Montessori School. That's beautiful.
It is. And congrats to those amazing kids that they got an opportunity to have their own prom-like event and be celebrated in that way. I think that's very special.
Facts. Big up the whole school, everybody, the kings, the queens, everybody in there was a king and a queen, damn it. But here, Kita, no. Tim Tebow's still a little weird to me, but good looks on him for doing that. What Tim do? What he do?
He's been had that foundation where he sponsors prom events for disabled students yearly. I didn't realize that he reached this far. I'm glad to know that he reaches this far and it's in our community.
And Key said, even if she was their attorney, she wouldn't advise them to put out that statement. She sure did. All right. This is definitely the MS of the week. For Sunday, probably. But tune in and see. All right. What else we got? So, also, in VI News, your senator, one of your senators got into it. Senator Kurt VLA got into it with one of the VIHFA, VI Housing and Finance Authority guys who is on his way out. We have that clip for you. This is over $4 million that's been sitting in an account for several years and nothing has happened with it. And people are in need of it, but it was never dispersed. And this guy is on the way. Look how he talks to our senator.
Do you have a plan as to how you want to utilize those money?
No, I don't.
So the money just sitting there. These are the general funds.
The money is not in my bank account, Senator.
So you have never received the money?
Okay, we have received.
So
yes, we have received.
I know you have received it because I've heard that testimony before that the monies are sitting there. And these are general funds. So this didn't go under all type of federal requirements. The Housing Finance Authority had the authorization to develop the requirements. So if you develop requirements that nobody can meet, that's on the Housing Finance Authority. This body gave monies outside of federal funds to help local first-time home buyers. And all we needed a finance authority to do was to develop those guidelines and utilize the monies.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you, Senator, but again,
no, I'm not arguing that. You don't need to explain.
Of course not.
Your explanation was already clear.
Absolutely.
You have not used the money, and you have this.
So you're not going to want. You don't want my explanation.
No, I don't. Okay. I honestly don't. It's every year we have the same conversation.
I don't know why you're asking me all the time.
Well, you don't need to interrupt me when I'm speaking, because you're just sitting there with this smug look after receiving $4 million 5-6 years ago. And you have no explanation as to why the money is not utilized.
I'm not going to be disrespectful from you, Senator, okay?
You can say whatever you want.
You can say whatever you want to say, too. Okay?
So now you have
Eddie Jones, please.
You on your way out. So now you have all to say. But you made comments in reference to homelessness, and you say, no matter how much we build, we will always have homelessness. But you ain't building. The Housing Finance Authority is not building. And you can't be upset for senators being frustrated after passing $6 million 6 years ago and the money's are not spent. 4 years ago, whatever it is.
Woo! That was a little spicy. Here, my take on the whole thing, too little, too late. Money has been sitting there for years. Several different terms of governors have passed through and nothing was done. But now when the man is on the way out, you expect him to give a damn? That feels like political theater to me. What do you think, Neci?
I agree with you. I think there's not much. I'm trying to figure out what the legislation body could have done or could do besides bring it to the public forum and question the department about the lack of spending the funds. Because what I find is that these hearings happen and it's to bring things to the forefront to see what's happening. But when we uncover things, it's not the legislative body's job to do something about it, but nothing's getting done about it. So then it makes it look like they're just bringing it to the forefront in vain because nothing is actually getting done about it. But I did see a post about the $4 million after that hearing happened. So I guess they figured out a way to spend the money or working on it. And hopefully people do get the money and apply for it and become first-time homeowners because there is a high demand for it.
It is. Darren is saying only happened under Albert administration. I could have swear in the video, Biale himself said 5-6 years.
But he's been in for 8, so technically it's still his administration, yes.
But that's what I'm saying. How many senators have got, you get what I'm saying? I'm talking about the senators, Senators can't force administration, executive branch to do their job. Exactly. So what are we doing then? What are we looking at?
Bringing the issues to the forefront so the community is aware that money is available, it's sitting there, and it's not being spent. And then it's our responsibility to ensure that we take the noise to the right source and make noise there to get change.
So they were trying to get the people to then go to the executive branch to do something. You get what I'm saying? Like when I said there was 3 legislative classes that have passed through, is that false? No, there was 3 legislative classes that knew about the money sitting there, And now when this man is on his way out, they're trying to bring it to a who taking his place? Bring the one who taking his place then or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what we gonna do?
You're bringing me by taking his place because I don't know why they spend the money. I need to figure it out too. Don't bring me to no hearing. Don't summon me to no hearing.
That's why I don't get. Yoshi, what are you saying? What are you saying? Is the money for the people or the money is for building more housing? I guess you could say both, right?
The man said the money in his account.
And he leaving. As well as fixing the requirements to qualify for the funds, because that was also mentioned. They're making it hard for the locals to qualify. All these things need to get fixed. But I guess I don't understand what the show is for. If they can't press nothing, if Albert in there, what are we doing? If this is an executive move, what are we doing?
You know how those egos are walk so, but I feel like unfortunately those hearings aren't scheduled. They're scheduled out in advance when they meet with different department heads and so on, what they bring to the agenda and what's on the agenda. So he did resign a couple weeks before the hearing. But the hearing could have been scheduled months ago. Presumably they usually are scheduled months ago. So under the guise that he would have still been the current person in charge, I don't think that was the anticipated response that they were going to get. But because I guess he's on his way out, he doesn't give a shit. So he answered that way. And of course that triggered him to respond back in kind. And yes, while it was a good show, it resolved nothing.
That's what I'm saying. His demeanor and attitude clearly shows he doesn't care about the people. That's what I got from it. So ain't nothing about to change. If it's not for senators, it exposed because it put out that the program ran out of money, which wasn't true.
I didn't hear that aspect of it.
Because they put out that the program ran out of money. So somebody lied. Somebody in
Somebody always lying. This is VI government.
So what did we just accomplish now? Even if the people see it, now what? They're gonna do something?
Well, like I said, I did see a post on the housing finance page about the $4 million available. I didn't get to do some research on it, but there was a post that was made since then about the funding. Hopefully there is a way, and they found a way to get the funding spent. The thing about these things is, if we don't spend it, it goes back, and then we look stupidity again and again and again. Right. At some point, if it were me, I would have stopped awarding funds. That sounds bad, but if I keep returning it, we're giving it to you far.
Yeah, or send less.
I would purpose it someplace else.
Yeah, or send less.
Don't tell me you have a need don't tell me you have a need that you never fulfill. It's not a need, it's a want. Facts.
Whoever is the next delegate to Congress who will be, loud for money, I think we all know who probably going to end up there. But whoever it's going to be has a hell of a job ahead of them, because, man, with all the corruption, indictments, arrests, and send back money, and, this is still broken even though you already gave us money for it. They got a hell of a time ahead of them. That's what I'll say. All right. So now on to what may become your best time or our favorite segment that we have.
Yes, what is a skunt like for?
This week. It's time for the MS of the week. What happened?
Wait, the cartoon flashed too fast for me. Wait. Wait.
You want me to run it back?
I never seen that before.
I'll run it back. Hold on.
Want to put it one more time?
Yes, what is a skunt like for?
This week. You like that? I like the graphic for the MS of the week. Tell me. What's up? Okay. You like that?
Who is that black man? Listen, just go ahead, myself.
One more time, because I like it so much. I know you like
Yes, what is a skunt like for?
this week. Yeah, I know how AI to do when you ask them to create something. Before we go into this next segment, great job on last week's tarot card reading episode. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. It was fun. It was good. Shalimar did her thing. I think we almost up to 2,000 views on Facebook. I'll go back and look if you haven't seen it already, man. It was great. And she definitely will be back on the show. Matter of fact, we added a segment to a different day with her as well. Y'all gonna see. So yeah, keep tuning in, man. And then she's gonna be back. We're gonna have a part 2. It's gonna be more structured. It ain't gonna be as loosey goosey as the last one.
You see how she gone when she get hot.
Now I know. So next time she come on, we gonna have a topic. She gonna put her notebook together. It's gonna be streamlined. So the next Tarot Thursday gonna be dope. We would like to have Akeem McIntosh back on also. So if you want your readings done, go ahead and let us know so we could put you on the list. Keep in mind, if you get your tarot reading done on live, things could get kind of, you know what I'm saying? They could get emotional. You could get angry. She could say something you don't like. You have to keep that in mind. So let us know if you want to get your reading done. I need to go look for it. Haven't seen it. I'm going to send it to you. Let me know if you want to see it through Facebook or the YouTube. She was firing off tarot readings like live, like hotcakes. Yeah, that Oracle Rebel deck is awesome. It's a lot of fun too. And no, we don't worship the devil. But back to the MS of the week. This is y'all's MS of the week. Yes, that is a real person. Yes, it is a woman. Her name is Jennifer Gonzalez Colon. She is the current governor of Puerto Rico. What happened? What are you saying?
I said who this her, but go ahead. I was just
Yeah. She's the current MAGA loving governor of Puerto Rico. And why is she the MS of the week, you may ask? Puerto Rico's legal framework governing homicide has been expanded to recognize a fetus as a human being in cases of unaliving, following the signing of Senate Bill 923 by Governor Jennifer Gonzalez on Thursday, a move that has ignited renewed debate over reproductive rights in the U.S. Caribbean territory. The measure amends Puerto Rico's penal code to broaden the definition of homicide to include the intentional killing of an unborn child at any stage of gestation. The change aligns the statute with existing provisions that treat the death of a fetus during an assault on a pregnant woman as a first-degree unaliving. Governor Gonzalez, a Republican and supporter of President Donald Trump, stated that the legislation aims to maintain consistency between civil and criminal provisions by recognizing the unborn child as a human being. How do you recognize something that you don't even call a child a human being? I am not totally sure. What day is it? Tarot Thursdays, but we're doing Tarot Thursdays maybe once or twice a month. We try and work that out. It might be once a month, might be twice a month. But I can send the thing to you. Send it to me either way. Proper Scunty. Yeah, that's why she's the MS of the week. And there's more. So not only did they just sign into law that unaliving a fetus is murder. There's been reports that she's reportedly blocking Bad Bunny's film. What's the title of the film? Puerto Rico. It don't get more Puerto Rican than that. Puerto Rican journalist Rafael Lenin Lopez reports that Governor Jennifer Gonzalez Colon administration has denied production support for Bad Bunny's upcoming film Puerto Rico, a drama exploring the island's revolutionary history starring Bad Bunny. The film is supposed to be a reclaiming Puerto Rico's true story. This lack of support is forcing production to move to the DR. They're reportedly moving the documentary about Puerto Rico called Puerto Rico to Dominican Republic. This means that Puerto Rico will be giving up the economic benefits of a big budget project like this. And this is a big budget project. So yeah, that's why she's this week.
That's why there's a scunt like fuck.
This week. That's why she's our MS of the week. Yeah.
Common sense is the most uncommon thing that they ever created.
What do you think about that? Okay, first of all, is a fetus a human being? I'm asking the audience, I'm asking you, is a fetus a human being? I don't think so. I don't know if anyone has determined if it is alive. Have we? What do you think?
They said a gestational heartbeat. Once you get there, I guess. So living thing once it has a heartbeat, but it has a heartbeat and you can't survive on its own, it's not living. So
Hey, that's what I'm wondering. Is a fetus a human being? Because that's what they're trying to say. If you unalive a fetus, better known as an abortion, they're going to charge you with murder. All right. Tell us in the comments, do you think a fetus is a human being? What do you think about that new law that Puerto Rico just signed in to law? What do you think about it?
What I think is that women should stop having children and really see what happens to the world. Because if you're gonna kill me for the choice that I make, I just ain't gonna do that at all.
Absolutely. It's a human. As soon as conception occurs, you have a soul. When did we determine that once that sperm hit and conception occurs, that a soul is then imbued? When is that in the Bible? Does it say? I don't know. I'm not a big Bible. Yes, it is a human being. Okay. My question: who going to report the doctors? That's who going to report it. The doctors, the people that see her going, her friends, her family, because you know what's gonna come next. There's gonna be a bounty or a reward or something. They're done doing it in some states. Exactly. Oh, Yoshi, so you agree? As soon as conception occurs, the baby has a soul. You agree? She really at MS, trying to gain favor with Trump. Well, that's what they do. God's going to know. I hope. Hang on a second. That rule needs to apply to everything, you know. You know what I'm saying? If I don't use that rule, it needs to apply to every commandment.
Give me the benefits.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just, man. Yes, it is, but I feel it should be our choice to choose. When you say our, I'm assuming you mean the woman's, right? I'm assuming. Thank you. I believe as soon as conception occurs, you have the potential of a human right there. True. A potential of a life, of a future. That's true. I can't debate that at all. It does apply to everything. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Any other input you want? Neci, you good? you get to move on though.
I just prepared. I don't think mine ain't gonna be red. What color I don't have? Yellow. My yellow is gray. When them handmade tail uniform come out, I was trying to figure which color, which category I was falling into, but it won't be red.
I think blue will really bring out your eyes.
Yeah, maybe a commissioner's wife.
Hey, if you gonna be, you know what I'm saying, you might as well be up there, right? I'm just saying. Yeah,
I gotta sit down there and hold. I gotta sit down there for the ritual unless you.
Blessed be the
pretend.
fruit. Blessed be the fruit. Yes, it is a human from conception. At the end of the day, double bag it. That's a wild way to end that statement. So what we do?
Very.
What? Just straight in the bag? What we do?
Very.
All right. Yes,
I don't even want the clarification. I feel like I need, but.
What determines that, though? That's what I want to know. What determines that? I guess that's just how our belief. That's what we feel, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to look up and see if there's any legislation as to have we determined what it is legally. Like, I gotta look into that for sure. All right, moving on. All right, big news in the States right now, as of last week, currently ongoing. Your President Trump, is having a hissy fit because the Supreme Court has just knocked down his tariffs as unconstitutional. They are illegal. They have just deemed, which really, when you think about it, it's not really a big argument because it's in the Constitution already, that Congress holds the power of the purse, and only them are able to imply or give taxes and tariffs to the people of the United States. Only Congress can apply taxes and tariffs, and a tariff equals a tax. So here's y'all president after the Supreme Court ruling, which he actually found out while doing a press briefing.
The Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing, and I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed, for not having the courage to do what's right for our country. It's my opinion that the court has been swayed by foreign interests and a political movement that is far smaller than people would ever think.
So here are the judges that voted against the tariffs and the 3 that did not. I wonder which judges he's upset with. Could it be Neil Gorsuch and Amy Coney Barrett, who both were elected by Trump to the Supreme Court? Only one of his judges that he elected to be on the court, Brett, aka Drunk Tank Brett Kavanaugh, he had dissented. Clarence Thomas, I mean, come on, and Samuel Alito. All right, 6-3 decision. That's a pretty clear-cut decision because you only need 5. All right, what you said? Oh, you said my comment on what meant was 2 comments. 2 condoms. Oh, double bag it. Okay, that's what we. All right, gotcha.
I'm so glad that's not.
I thought we were talking about bagging shirt. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for providing that clarification because it got dark. It got real dark at the end of that statement. We appreciate you listening.
That's why I was like, I wasn't sure if I want the clarification because you could go either way, but
yes, he has initiated a 10 to 15% tariff tax now across the board. That's good for 150 days. So instead of taking this Supreme Court's ruling and going ahead and, you know what, guys, it's fine because it's highly unpopular anyway. He could have well used it as an excuse to go ahead and drop, like, all right, what else can I do? What does Trump do? Double down, like Trump does.
But other alternatives will now be used to replace the ones that the court incorrectly rejected. We have alternatives. Today, I will sign an order to impose a 10% global tariff under Section 122 over and above our normal tariffs already being charged. And we're also initiating several Section 301 and other investigations to protect our country from unfair trading practices of other countries and companies. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Yes. So the Supreme Court rules tariffs are illegal, unconstitutional. The people say it's unpopular. Trump, more tariffs. Oh my God. Woo! You gotta laugh to keep from crying sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
This man systematically isolating America, and they don't even notice it.
That's what I'm saying. And it's not helping at all because, like, we're distancing from China, which China isn't exactly an ally of us, but we had connections and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We had connections. We were doing trading. America is not a manufacturing country, and they are. We were trading. He hit them with the tariffs. They start looking to other places to make up for the difference. Now they're surplus like $2 trillion in trade. Thank you. But what I mean, what's a little more inflation, right?
We can't afford it.
Yeah, apparently I can because I went to the grocery store today. Oh. I went to the grocery store today. Hey, you know it's bad when your child notices the price increase.
Mine did the other day.
Oh my God, it's problems. I think the other side should do a coup. The thing about America, right? If America was watching America right now, America would invade America. That's wild, isn't it?
I don't even think we're far off from that anyways.
It can't be. And speaking of not far off from danger, a war between the United States and Iran is looming, and there are several factors suggesting President Trump might push the button soon. And there really is a button. Trump has been trying to strike a nuclear deal with Iran since he retook the White House last year, but after abandoning a previous round of talks and ordering strikes last June, Trump may be about to repeat that pattern on a larger scale. Any potential war would resemble a full-scale campaign and look less like the pinpoint operation in Venezuela. This would have major implications for the Middle East and for the remaining 3 years of Trump's presidency. Keep in mind that this is the president that stated he would keep us out of wars. Now we have multiple battle groups outside of Iran, and he claims that this is because of their nuclear program. The same nuclear program he claimed last year that he completely obliterated in strikes. He said multiple times, it's completely obliterated. His words. Yet here we are. All right. That's enough for Trump, though. That's enough. We done.
But what I will say before you can move on is I'm just glad Iran clarified that they only want him. And we appreciate that very much, Iran. We appreciate it.
All right. Can you go ahead and clarify for anybody watching what you meant by Iran only wanting him?
Because Iran responded to his comment and people started to panic, like, because, aware of Iran's capabilities. And then Iran countered their comment, and just to clarify, like, we specifically just want one person. And so,
So that song, that 50 Cent song, Many Men, yeah, Trump could use it because many men really do wish, on him. Thank goodness I am Scottish. Oh man, I want to go to Scotland one time. You over there now, Liz? I'd love to see it. I hear it's very green. I'd love to see it. And then, yeah, Neci, put that on the list.
Yeah, I want to see the Scottish black men, so that we good.
Oh, Liz, is there a lot of Scottish black men over there? Because Neci's still single. Hey, I'm asking for you. Canada now buys more electric vehicles from China, and we can't even buy electric vehicles from China. Keep that in mind. The world is adapting and building new partnerships and relationships outside of the U.S., unfortunately. Here I go and what? Adding things to my bucket list? Hey, don't get me started.
She's saying here you're going, and she's going to DM you, so we're going to Scotland next week, and then you're going to be like,
next month. I think in a year ahead, hey, can we go Scotland next week?
Yeah, she'll be to Scotland next week, and then you're not ready. You know.
The flights were full. I done check. The flights were full to Scotland. Hey, Liz, link up. Hey, we might gotta check Liz, find out where the bars. I ain't trying to drink without you, because my liver. But Liz, let us know what's Scotland like. Are you there now? Do they have men that Neci might be attracted to? Yeah, Scotland is truly fantastic, beautiful scenery. Yeah, there are plenty of men. You see how she capitalized that M? She got M for you. You see how she capitalized the M in men? All right, we going. Neci attracted to man in skirt. Is that right? I mean, who didn't like Braveheart? Am I right?
Okay.
All right. So
we don't call Samoans men in skirts, I just noticed that they wear.
True. That's true. But everybody's scared of that haka. Like, what is that? And they're big. They are large and in charge. Ain't nobody calling them. Yeah, ain't nobody dissing Samoans like that at all. Here, this one, easy access. The freaks come out at night. You see this?
What are you reading?
It's on the screen.
Oh.
Liz said, get on that plane. You hear that? Hey, Dolce. She said, get on that plane. Look up the flights for next year. Not next week. Maybe the next 6 months, maybe. Money have to run, check. We're going to Scotland, baby. Imagine that. I just want to see them green, lush lands and like the history of it. Give me a redhead. Hey, so yeah. Speaking of overseas relations, we have all watched iRobot, The Terminator. Like, we've been warned several times about what's coming with AI. Explain to me why we teaching robots kung fu. Those movements are too clean. I'm concerned. All I wanted was a robot to fold my clothes, and now we have Ultra. What is this?
Well, technically, if they could fold your clothes, they could do karate. So it's not really that far off.
I didn't want my robots to know how to use nunchaku. I wanted a dishwasher, but easier. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a self dishwasher. I didn't want that.
I don't even care for Alexa and Siri, so
You see, we've been fooled in America because, of course, this is Chinese, which they're way ahead of us. We've been fooled because your Google Maps don't work and your Siri could barely hear you well, and Google only comes on when it comes for time for an ad. We thought things were moving slow. Meanwhile, they're over there crouching tiger, hidden dragon with theirs. For what? I don't.
That's to show you who they're gonna send to fight wars if a war break out.
Exactly what they're training.
And who gonna be the dominant country?
But yet and still, your president keep itching his trigger finger so itchy. But meanwhile, they're way ahead of us. They're prepping for us. I don't care if they're putting on a show. That was for us. For the invasion, yeah. And all I wanted was an electric vehicle that gets 700 miles. That's all.
Even the electric vehicles way behind the curve by
a lot. Siri and Alexa are some nosy. They are, and all they care about is to sell you an ad. Speaking of, did y'all see that Amazon Prime? Like, you could be watching a movie, and if you get an ad, like, all you gotta do is click the ad to get an order now on your TV. Why our technology is all aimed towards ads? Well, I still can't, flying skateboard like that.
Why you want a skateboard to fly? These people can't even walk without getting in accidents. Just fly?
Well, I mean, look, think about it, right? In Back to the Future, that was what, the 90s? We thought in 2020 something we'd have real hoverboards. Our hoverboards still don't hover at all. It's 2026.
In a year, but in physicality, we're still in the 1900s. That's how slow behind the curve we be.
And they're trying to take us back to the 1950s. Best America got is a sex bot.
And we really close.
Best America got is a sex bot. Post the link, just so I can look into it. Because soon we'll have dial-up internet all over again. Watch. And a subscription. As a subscription. Because we're busy buying Tesla.
Your internet, your subscription minutes run out. How many minutes?
That's what they're gonna go back to, night and weekend minutes on your cell phone, and oh my god.
Your subscription minutes for your TV run out to stream. You need to, if you want to continue streaming, add additional minutes for the rest of the night. We'll start over tomorrow. Yeah, just now we come in.
Because we're busy buying Tesla in North America is who making Elon rich, correct, with inferior products. I was just saying today, with the Tesla thing, right? They're not even good EVs, especially when you put them up against cheap EVs from China. They're not good. They're pieces of crap.
No.
Elon Musk from North America, like Darren said, he's becoming richer because of North American greed, and he's about to be the world's first trillionaire. However, what can you say this man has made that has made our lives better? Like, really? What technological advance that didn't exist before did Elon Musk give to us? Not that damn air fryer on wheels. Not that vehicle you used to draw in 3rd grade that he made real. What has Elon Musk done that he about to be a trillionaire? Why? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
A man can't even go back to his home country. That's to show you, Americans value nothing. They have no standard or foundation to stand on. Besides maybe the flag, I guess. I don't know, but.
And then, and we over here arguing about whether Puerto Ricans are Americans. And don't get me started with Starlink. No, let us know.
Yeah.
I heard it was good. Let me know. So this week we had posted this on the page, and it created a conversation that I want to bring here. Let's talk about it. Men only. I have a serious question. Besides sex, what do you really want from women? So I'm asking you in the comments. Besides sex, what do you really want from women? And in case you were wondering, the overwhelming response from men was peace. Overwhelming response from women towards the men was "you lie." You're a liar. That was the response from women.
Two things could be true.
Oh man, so you don't believe that men just want peace? Show us, men, in the comments. What do you want from women other than sex? Saying you hate billionaires while trying to become wealthy is hypocritical in itself. Who said we hate billionaires? Who said that?
Yeah, nobody hates billionaires over here. Nobody does.
I hate the fact that he's about to be a trillionaire and has not done anything to enrich our lives. This man could have been Batman or Tony Stark. He chose to be Hitler with money. That's a problem, don't you think? And Elon is the biggest recipient of welfare. You know what? If Elon Musk was black, y'all would have called him all types of names and he would have never made it. He would have been a millionaire and that would have been the end of it. Any man with that many children don't take care of them, an addict, and anyway. Flag on stolen land. See, this is the number one answer. Peace. Darren, peace. Word of affirmations and appreciation. You know, I think that when men say they want peace, I think it's different than what women mean when they say it. So it may not translate well. When we say we want peace, what we mean is, please shut the up. Shut up. Stop pushing back so much. Stop always with the attitude. Just be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if, like, I know we might say, I want you to bring peace, but I think it's more like just be peaceful. Because I don't know. What do you think?
Are you saying, I'm just trying to help the women here, that you want them to be less combative and confrontational, is what you're asking of the women?
Yes. Just be peaceful. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to bring me peace.
The women are saying that you are live. So I'm trying to help expand, you know, your viewpoint of peace. I'm trying to help them out a little bit with some other verbs and adjectives that we can hopefully have them correlate to what your peace that you're requesting means. You want them to be less confrontational and combative, and maybe more direct with the things that they want and don't want, instead of being hypothetical and
and like when he asks, hey, what's wrong? Nothing. Okay, I ain't gonna ask no more. But if you had asked the 7th time, or if you've ever been like, you know, if you've ever if he's ever asked, hey, what's going on, or such and such and such, and you've text back, nothing. But then I just find it funny how, if you've done these things, you're not peaceful, are you? Because you disturb peace. If a man just sitting bothers you, you're not peaceful. You're not bringing peace. If you've ever got mad because he's on the game enjoying his time or whatever, I don't play video games, so I can't relate. I just hear about it. If you've ever wanted to destroy his video game because he ain't paying you no mind, I just want them to not ruin a good moment by asking me if you would still love me if I was a worm. That's not peaceful. You see what I'm saying? Like, that ain't bringing peace. Neci, do you think that you're peaceful? Do you think that you could be that peace?
Yes, because I've been told that I am someone's peace, and I bring them, I create a calmness to some extent or degree. So, but based on that feedback that was given, I would say yes. Because I ain't big on the I don't like confrontations. If the confrontation come, okay, come. But I ain't coming to you with a I don't like public drama and humiliation. I ain't humiliating my man in public, especially a man that I ain't gonna leave. If me leaving here, why ain't embarrassing him in public for? You know what I mean? Like yelling after, you know, that's just not my spirit. I do like to talk about things when things happen. And I like to give you your space if you need space. And I want you to be able to express those things to me and so forth. I ain't saying I'm being a yellow shout or whatever, but that's just not my natural way of dealing with. Because I'm not, you know, I'm being fake. I can't pretend I might not yell and say I'm stupid, but, you know, that's just not my natural way of dealing with things. I have a very good balance on my emotional intelligence. And I could tell you, like, I feel a way right now where I could tell you, like, listen, you're prodding me. And if you keep it up right now, I'm going to lose my cool and it's going to be really ugly. I can tell you that that's going to happen. So I'm walking away so that I could calm down so we could resolve whatever. And so, yes, I've been told that. So I believe that I am. Will I be I can't say that for everybody because everybody have different needs. I do believe men want peace. I just think a lot of them don't know what that really means and how to obtain it or participate in their own peace. And I'm not saying that they don't deserve it or they shouldn't have it or anything like that. I do believe that's what they want. I do believe that they deserve it. I just don't think they don't have the balance to obtain it. But it's possible and it's doable, and I hope that they truly achieve those things. Because a peaceful man is a great man.
So when you receive the compliment that you bring peace to him, and like, when he said that, how did you take it? What did you receive?
I asked why, like what things specifically makes you feel peaceful. They gave me a couple examples, which I could relate to. And one of the things was like, I don't belittle them or make them feel less than or less deserving. I try to communicate and listen. I do try to communicate and I do try to listen. And sometimes they realize that they don't always return that, but they know that I give it. I have a very calming spirit in terms of when things are going bad. I'm very much a rallier. I'm very self-aware and in tune with their reaction and how they receive things. And some other things that I won't necessarily say, but that one feedback was from that one person. Other feedback I've gotten was that I have a very calming, like warm embrace in terms of being able to just keep a person still. I do a lot of feeding into in terms of speaking life into existence. You know, I do that a lot sometimes. So sometimes I would just call and just like pour into some positivity into a person. And I do that. And sometimes I do it in time for people when they really need it. And I'm not aware that they need it. And so it brings them a sense of like peace and calmness and a sense of like, I forgot the word that they use, but a sense of like being able to breathe and relax, gotcha. For certain instances.
Gotcha.
And what?
I was with my late husband 29 years to the day when he passed. Condolences. Married 27 years, and yeah, he loved my attitude. Condolences. That's rough to be with somebody, for that long and then lose them. So our condolences, Liz, truly. To feel appreciated. What does appreciation look like to you? Is it verbal? Is it acts of kindness? You know what I'm saying? Tell us what to feel appreciated means. Like how would you like to receive that? He told me I was his piece too while he was cheating. Oh man, you made it easy for him to cheat. That's peaceful. Thank you. So there's that. Now I'm gonna be a nightmare. Just kidding. Oh man, that's the last thing we need, man. Of course. Yeah. So tell us what I mean to be appreciated.
I'm really sorry. I'm really. That way my heart really goes out to you. I hope you really, really find some sort of peace. Because your behavior in the comments is anything but. Why you don't know me like that? Why are you going to? It's really sad to see. I've never been peaceful to you. Why? Why do you think that has been?
Because every time you go to the store, every time you go check him at the store is something. Something I always run with your phone. That's why.
Is he to be doing it? So I could come into the store. Is he?
Oh man. All right. So I know the ladies been waiting. Yes, we got you covered. So ladies, tell us. Besides money, what do you want from men? What do you want from us? And the answers were relatively the same. The difference is it was a list. It was a long to-do chore list type of thing. And the only difference was some lists were longer and shorter than others. So tell us, ladies, it's hard to please y'all. I'm gonna be honest, because it's always a list though. Ladies, besides money, what do you want from men?
I'm very sad you had to counter with the besides money to ask that question.
Well, I had to make it like the other one. Besides sex, what do you want from women? Besides money, what do you want from... That's why I did it. I don't want sex unless you want sex. I don't know. Is sex a big? Is that a big thing for women? Because y'all talk about it like y'all hate sex.
I don't know what it. I don't know. I don't know them people. I don't know them people.
Consistency. Okay, tell us, what does consistency look like? What does that mean? Because men, you gotta break it down for us. We don't understand buzzwords. You gotta tell us exactly what you want or show us how it looks, so we could give you that. What does consistency look like? Them list was longer than a CVS receipt. Hell yeah. Yeah. Yes, sex is a big thing. Oh God, let me stop it. He's coming. Besides money, loyalty and love. Okay.
Oh gosh, wait, that might be hard to wait. Oh wow. Why is she like that? Oh gosh.
Oh boy. Okay, loyalty and love. I think we know what love means in the existential sense. What does loyalty mean? What does loyalty mean for you? Liz, tell us in the comments. What else? Keep them coming. So far we see what? Consistency, sex, loyalty and love. What else? Neci, did you answer?
I did answer in a comment.
Is that supposed to be consistency too?
Who, me? No, constantly.
No cheating. Okay. So just no cheating and love and you good. Okay. All right. Consistency. I still waiting. Sally, what consistency look like? So here's the thing. Like I said, the men, we need help from you because we do not understand the buzzwords. Like one of the responses in the comments was, a soft life, right? Them soft life type of responses, those are internet responses. We really don't, we can't, what is a soft life? And then I asked, like, what does that mean? And I think she said to take me out of my masculine. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. That'll be our issue as men and women. We need to recognize that we communicate differently. So in order to understand each other, one of us has to talk like the other person. If me and you speak English and if I speak English, you speak Spanish, me speaking English louder will not make you understand me. One of us needs to speak Spanish or English. So if you talk in feelings words and buzzwords and I talk directly, hey, this is what I want. One of us gonna have to switch it up. That man fake bad. What? All of a sudden now, them lists turn into one word. Honoring agreed upon principles. Okay. I got you. If we agree that this is what it is, that's what you're gonna stick to. Because that'll be one of the reasons why these marriages and divorces, you know what I'm saying? That's why marriages end up in divorce. You didn't lock in with the agreement. The truth is still the truth no matter what. What about people that say things like, my truth, your truth, their truth? How do y'all feel about that? A woman wants a man who will want what she wants, I'm assuming, as she figures it out. Yeah? Often we do have to figure out what it is you want. Don't believe me? Ask a woman where she wants to eat. They're liars.
I know whatever person. I know where I'm going.
Okay. So you're you know what you want when you want it.
And so for me, I would give a couple options because, like, for me, I'm allergic to shellfish, right? So there's places that I just can't go because of whatever. So I don't want you to be like, oh, dude, no. And there's places that people food I don't like.
Okay.
And so, but I would say, this is the places that I frequent. This is the places I like to go to eat, blah, 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 blah. And so I usually eat this, or I more eat that, or whatever the case may be. I will give you a direct answer, or I give you some options like, hey, whenever you want something to eat, this is my drive-through spot. This is my pull up outside and park eat spot outside, or fine dining. I want to dress up. I like to go here if I dressing up, or I want to go over there. Blah blah blah. I don't think that's complicated. People know where they like to eat from. I don't know why they make it so. I don't know why we make it complicated something.
See, just with that.
If I'm hungry, you gotta feed me, cause it ain't gonna be Neci. It gonna be the real other version.
You see, just with knowing where you want to eat, you already different compared to 87% of women right there. You're already different.
I know I like to eat.
The question should be what they want. Shouldn't be what they want. The better question is, at what point are you satisfied, or will you always want more? That is actually a good question. Because often...
I'm very surprised you asked the question. That's a good question.
That's actually a very good question.
Wow.
When you get enough. Because too often marriages end because of always wanting more, never satisfied. Dishonesty is rejecting the truth and any path to the truth. Valid. Liz says respect. Respect is another thing. I think men value respect more than they honor love. Like respect is more practical than love is. You know what I'm saying? Like love can change. You fall.
It's more definitive.
Exactly. But once you respect somebody, you gonna treat them a certain way. Now, in a sense, you can lose respect for someone, but I'm in control of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I did something to lose your respect. But you could fall in and out of love on a whim. For real, for real. All right. Good conversation, man. I appreciate it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Another conversation we were having that I wanted to bring here. I don't know how deep or how angry this will make people, but you'd be surprised. Respect and dignity. Yeah, for sure. Because if I respect you, I will treat you with dignity. You know what? Since I'm bringing up respect, do you agree that for a man to respect you, you have to give him something to respect? Is respect earned, or he should just automatically respect you no matter how you behave, what you look like, or anything? You get what I'm asking?
Ask again.
Okay. Do you agree or disagree that for a man to respect you, you need to bring something for him to respect? You should act respectably. You should look respectable. True or false?
I agree.
You agree?
Yes.
So, if a man says, I treated you this way because of how you presented yourself, what are you going to say to that?
I mean, how did I present myself? Like, if I know I leave my house and present it to you, I can't be the one acting surprised what I did. Now, so, if it was if you fictitiously guise me under a different concept of our interaction, and not tell me like it's because of ABC, then I'll be like, now you being scampish, right? And so if I leave my house, I mean, I'm not telling nobody about what to wear and what not to wear. I'm saying there's guys who would meet you and respect you, and you could be wearing three piece of string in the public, and they will still respect you. But there's men who want you to wear cover from head to toe in order to respect you. So of course, it's the level of respect has nothing to do with what you're wearing, because people respect you no matter how you're presenting yourself. But I do believe that whatever that man's viewpoint is, and what he deems to be respect to him, is what he will definitely accept from you.
But you see how that could become confusing, though? You get what I'm saying? Like, so you're saying that, yes, you should respect the person regardless. But also, you can't say anything about their clothing or how they're dressed. You get what I'm saying? Like, Because if this is my first interaction with you, you show up to a date and you're like everything out.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's looking at you differently.
Mm-hmm.
And he treats you differently because of how you presented himself, which a part of it is your dress.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a thin line. So where's the line between where it becomes, okay, you should have put on something else? Like, where's the line that makes that controlling, or like me guiding you, or like where's the line? If you come
go ahead.
Well,
I was gonna say I don't control a man's viewpoint of me. I don't. So if you said, Neci, I want to take you to dinner, and I said, okay, where are we going to dinner? And you tell me someplace nice. And I said, okay, cool, and I meet you there. And I come in some half out, ass out, titty, bossy, imprint thing. And that's not the kind of thing that you're attracted to. I expect you to say something. Because if I go on a date with a guy and he's dressed in a way of doing something that is totally against what we're doing, I'm gonna be like, hey, you seem like a nice person, but this, what you're doing is not it for me. This is not for this occasion. There are occasions for everything. You don't travel in certain things because you know you can't travel in those things. And you don't go to court dressed a certain way because you can't go to court dressed a certain way. Don't tell me people can't tell you what to wear when there's things that dictates where and what you can wear for certain things. Now, there's places you can wear whatever you want, whenever you feel like, and that's okay too. But if you driving naked down the street and somebody see you, they could pull you over and arrest you for indecent exposure. Do you want to be naked because you feel free? Sure, that's how you feel and that's how you want to be seen. Is it against the law? It is. Can you walk into a bank half naked? No, they don't service you there. You can't walk into the Ritz-Carlton in certain things and they don't reject you. Like, there's things and there's places. I can't go to work in my bed in my pajamas. They send me home and deactivate my badge because it's not appropriate for that place. So we could decipher these things when it's outside of relationships, but the minute it's a relationship or a dating is, he control. I don't think that's controlling. If a man likes something and he knows what he likes, I appreciate a man that knows what he likes and can vocalize that. If it's not me, that's what people don't be honest. If that's not you, sis, that's not who you are and what he's on, just, you know what, it was nice talking to you. I see what you're on. That's not me. So I'm good. And just end it there. But don't fight him for what he wants. Because when you come and you want him to pay, you expect him to pay. And that's what you want.
Yeah. Yeah. From the beginning of a relationship, you should already know how a woman dresses and could have set the tone from the start. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, the first impression, it's lasting. However you present yourself, that's what I'm gonna assume. If you show up dressing classy, chances are you're gonna get addressed like a classy woman. Mm-hmm. I appreciate my man being honest. And I say that to him. I don't respond well to that.
I remember a time I went on a first date and we went to a movie. We talked, but we went to a movie. And I wore this dress to the movie. To this day, I know they don't remember what movie we went to see, but they could describe that dress to the thread count, detail to the hemline. Where is the? They still describe the shoes I was wearing with the dress. Okay.
Of course.
So my thing is, yes, your presentation is important. You want to be accepted for who you are naturally. I get it. That's fine with me. I have no problem with that. You should have no problem with that. But just like how you have expectations and boundaries, so does the person that you're dating. And they might be okay with it, and they might not be okay with it. If they take you to meet their mother, you can't come in those skimpy sharp pants, banana cheek out to meet their mother, and then you'll be like, oh, that's what they dress all the time. Why you can't go? Because that's not presentable to meet his mother.
Exactly.
You can't tell me you don't own no long jeans pants that don't have no holes in it? Is that what you really want me to believe?
But then you get called controlling for it. You know what I mean?
But if you take your skimpy banana or pants to go to court and your slippers, they're gonna reject you because you have to be dressed appropriately in court. Why you don't complain over there like, oh, accept me as how I am? They don't do that over there. They don't.
So Holly said, put me in my place.
Please.
Put me in my place. Oh man. Hey, you know what, fellas? I gotta say this because this deserves a disclaimer. Her saying put me in my place, the thing about it is that's not a blanket statement. That is for the one that can put her in her place, which is not every man. Right? Some of y'all, you ain't him. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I can put it. You're just not him. If you could talk to her in a certain way, then you're that guy. If you can't, you're not that guy. I don't know how else to put it. For real. So when you see a woman say something like this, I need a man that can handle me. It's only a certain guy she's talking about. It's not every man. But yeah. All right. So now I want to show you this viral clip from tonight's conversation because it set people on fire and they sent it to our DMs like 6 times this week. So please, we're gonna go over this. It's a 2-part clip. So I want to know what y'all think about it. I'm going to play the first part. It's really quick, so please pay attention.
Man who is willing to take care of you, the kids, and the household, but has no ambition worth staying with.
When you say take care of, what do you mean?
He pays all the bills. He take care of the kids. He step in.
How he do that with no ambition?
No, he got money. I want more.
Did not Darren talk about the wanting more? He just talked about when is enough enough. Everything with respect. For sure. I was about to say that he have to be the guy that she'd submit to. I don't like to use the word submit because it has that negative connotation and you know what I'm saying? But yes, I agree. I saw the first clip. Kitty sexy ass went in and I tired of Kitty, I'm gonna be honest. Every single
should be a little unnecessarily aggressive in the certain things. I'd be like, Kitty, stop.
She used to be one of my favorites.
Yeah, she needs to stop just a little bit. She do not a little too much.
As soon as somebody says something now, it's like Deuteronomy 6:16. Kitty, relax, chill. Well, my late husband would say my name, Elizabeth. I get what she's saying. He don't say the name in that way though.
Yeah, when I hear no more Kitty name and I get my name card, I'll be like, oh, I took something too far.
There's they know you're calling out B all the time, but now it's Tanisha. All right. Why miss? We gonna play it again. Hold on, we gonna play it again. Where he getting money from? There's more to that we missed. What's the more she wants? She want more. That she want more. You deaf? I like her because she have the same energy for man and woman. She's not biased. No ambition.
You know what she want? She want what does that's all.
Yeah. See. She know what I'm talking about. Listen, yeah. She know what I'm talking about. But yeah, all right, Darren, we're going to play this clip again. I think you've seen it, though, but we're going to run it back one more time.
Man who is willing to take care of you, the kids, and the household, but has no ambition worth staying with.
When you say take care of, what do you mean?
He pays all the bills. He take care of the kids. He step in.
How he do that with no ambition?
No, he got money. I want more.
More what? This is what I'm talking about, right? Where you have to be explicit and say exactly what you need. Because you tell a man, I want more, he don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what she's talking about. But I bet there were a lot of women. You
don't know what she's talking about.
There's a lot of women in the audience that know exactly what she means. But her man, he think he doing a lot. And I think he doing a lot. What do you mean he paying all the bills but has no ambition? Ambition to do what? To do what? Go skydiving? What are we talking about? Oh yeah, the no ambition chick. Did that chick ever say what more meant?
All I know is if I was somebody and I see that.
What you say? What you say? Say it again.
if I was her man and I seen that, she'd have come home and she'd have need more because I wouldn't have been the one providing shit.
So he pays all the bills, all of the bills. She says he has no ambition. So clearly he's making money. He's making enough to cover all the bills and paying for everything. So what is the ambition that she wants? What is the more that she wants? And that'll be the dilemma that I tried to tell her about. Right? That's the dilemma, because she's speaking in this feelingsy way, this like ethereal way of wanting more. I'm not fulfilled. But what's the problem? So you would think, okay, he paying all the bills, he doing all of this. Then what going on? As a man, I'm hearing that. I think I'm doing what I need to be. What y'all said y'all wanted this. I think some women are unrealistic about what a more ambitious man really means equals less time home. Is she not getting attention? Is that the more? But that'll be the thing though. You want me to cover all the bills and still have more time though? Where am I getting the time from? Selfishness, wanting more. Are you wrong for wanting more? What if he doesn't have the time because he's taking all this time to be able to pay all the bills and take care of the family? What do you do then? Are you wrong for wanting more?
All I know is, Jar, Mackenzie Scott had more for than that she could share, and she divorced his ass.
Is
so
that
clearly one more? Exactly. One more you want out of him. And I think it's a lack of what she doesn't have within herself. I don't feel it's anything to do with him. I feel it's a lack of what she has for herself and within herself. She has no ambition. She has no career. She has no drive. She wants to be fulfilled, and he is fulfilling those needs, but she's still empty, so it's never sustaining. She needs to go self-sustain herself, because ain't a man here that gonna ever sustain you, sis. Publicly, after you said that, you're not gonna find another one like that. And if he's like, hopefully he instead kind of leave it to figure out to be ambitious to pay these bills and feed them kids, because she made it seem like it won't his kids how she said it either. Like she takes care of the kids. He didn't say our kids. She said the kids.
The kids.
So if it ain't his kids he's taking care of, if it's not his, I will leave it to be. You want them kids.
Usually the wanting more is in comparison to somebody else, home and family. Stop watch other people things.
Looking through window. She window looking. She's
comparison is a thief of joy. I don't think Marcus will be listening fully, you know. I don't think he'll be listening.
He don't hear it, no. He don't read and he don't listen.
I could swear I said
but he
it's
responds.
parts of the clip.
But he responds.
I know I said that. That was very nasty of her. Here's the thing. It was very nasty of her. You know why the social media is so dangerous? There's a lot of people that are more willing to talk to strangers online about what's going on with their relationship than the people they're in the house with. You're going to bring this to a public forum and present it to random strangers, and you know their clips will go viral all the time. And you're going to say this about your man? You know how embarrassing that is? The master market, yeah, he been hiding for long. That's not such a terrorist, man. That's not such a terrorist. They don't listen. I know I said it's two parts of the clip. I know I said that. All right, here's the second part to the clip.
I make my own money. I make more than him.
Ooh.
Right?
And you said he pays all the bills?
Yeah.
And you make more money?
Yeah.
So what are we doing? To be honest, girls today watching the Real Housewives, to me, they expect that is what's going to be real life. That's facts. They're looking and they're comparing and they want that. But that's not the 99%. That's the 1% of people. Her stuff will be by the door. But then you'll hear a lot of women say, with a man like this are. They will be saying, ain't no good man no more. After they done broke up with one. Oh man, I ain't gonna say that.
That social media clickbaits to really get you acting stupidity in the public. Cause me understand.
Oh man.
I make more he taking care of all the bills, taking care of the kids, taking care of me, because I watched that clip. I watched that. She did not say nothing specifically what he's doing wrong, and she never specifically indicated what more ambition looked like. She could not describe it. But you want more, but you don't even know what it is?
Play the rest, Jack, because I want to cuss. This is clickbait. Play the rest. That's the rest of what she said. Everything else was Kitty going in on her. I think one girl, like, that, she didn't say anything. Just like Neci said, she didn't really say anything of substance that we could say, okay, this is what she means.
She did not. She provided no insight, no meaning. She could not eat. She could not. And because after Kitty, I think the other person asked a question and she was just like, it's just not enough. And they were like, they asked her, like, what do you want? It's just not enough. What isn't enough?
I played the parts where she was talking because the rest of it is them that going in on her. That's what it is. It's them going in on her. I was trying to get what she was saying. All right. So, next topic. Should we continue to snip people?
Oof.
We, as a society, as Americans, we're seeing babies with extra skin and we're taking it off for aesthetics because the majority, you hear the word, the majority of us do not medically need to have the foreskin clipped. So, should we continue doing it? What do you think? So Ali says no. Neci, what do you think?
I don't know. Do you need it?
What do you?
Once it helps. Once I could see your your Quest lab chat. Once your Quest diagnosing thing up to date, and I could look and see what the results and stuff be. That's what's important to me per se. But I mean, if you're having issues with hygiene and different things, or it's impeding you in any way, or if you just want to do it for aesthetics, I'm okay with whatever route you choose to take about it. So I think that what do you think? You're a guy. This is important.
Yeah, I'm a proud turtleback. I'm a proud turtleback, so I don't care. Before skin, yeah. Yeah, listen. I got my protective helmet on the boy, on my member, yes. And I have not had any issues except for tearing during the act because you want act up. You know what I'm saying? You want to go in and then there's tearing and cuts and stuff does happen. I'll admit that, yes. Other than that, there's no issues. However, there are also people that it is medically necessary. There are people that are born with foreskin that it's so tight, it hurts to even peel it back. For the most part, it is protection, right? It's a natural barrier that was placed by the Most High on your turtle, the snapping turtle. You were given that turtle shell just like the Ninja Turtles were given theirs. It's for protection, all right, to hide your member. However, why are we doing it? And then some say it's for aesthetics, which I find very weird. That your parents are looking at your thing and thinking that ain't pretty, let me snatch it off. Religious reasons, there are religious reasons, and like I said, there are medical reasons. As far as there are people who are born with the foreskin is too tight to peel back. But honestly, from the research that I did, it's not necessary. The only thing that is necessary is proper hygiene, which that, to me, goes for any part of your body. Especially if you sexually active and you're using that thing, I mean, that should be a no-brainer for real. Some people are very disgusting, but a disgusting person gonna be disgusting with all of their body. You know what I'm saying? So I think some women are too comfortable mutilating their son. Glad it never happened to me. Now, we had got some responses that were kind of weird to me. Like this one woman, she stated that her ex, she did it because her ex, like no matter how much he washed or whatever, it was a hygiene issue, which is weird to me that you're looking at your child and you're thinking about your ex's bad sentence. So you say, yeah, take it. Yeah, I think it's the G's.
So she used her ex hygiene issues as her justification for doing it to her son.
Correct. I think.
Oh.
Let me see if I could pull up. What was the conversation? Okay, did it for my son and have no regrets. I said, why did you do it? Very much for the medical aspect of it. It does drastically reduce many cancers and infections. That's one person's comment. Cancers? That don't sound right to me. It reduces cancers, certain type. Which ones?
That's new. Let me Google that.
You check what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think we've been misinformed or lied to. All right. One guy said, if the Most High created you, then expect you to cut it off. It do not sit well with me. It's pure human practice and tradition for many reasons. Practice good hygiene and you will be okay. Quit traumatizing babies. All right. Did it for my son and would definitely do it again had it done at birth. I asked, why? My ex was uncircumcised and yeah, no. Doesn't matter. Your cleaning habits for some is an issue. So yeah, no. And if you're not black, yeah, no means basically, yeah, I'm not doing it. That's yeah, no. All right. So yeah, the fact that like, okay, I had a bad situation with my ex and his hygiene and like I cut off, it don't sit right with me, but that's your choice. Mm-hmm. Another question that I have is like, is 18 too far? Like, you can't just let them decide for themselves. But then the comeback for that was, it hurts way more when you're older. And I'm like, how do we know it hurts more? Are we asking the babies? Where we get that answer from? Yeah, Darren, it's a cancers and infections or something. I'm circumcised and glad I am. Hey, big up the raw doggers. You know,
Nothing.
But when you say I am glad, but that's the thing. The people who are and aren't, they haven't experienced the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are nerve endings attached to it also. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lose some nerve endings also. I could look it up. It hurts the babies too. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do we know that it hurts more later on? Where do we get that from? That's weird. That's what I'm saying. They can't say anything. She should have just taught her son how to clean it properly. I think, it's just me, it's my opinion. I think that a part of the reason why we're so quick to snatch it off is because it's one less thing for you to do. You get what I'm saying? One less thing for you to clean or take care of. Not saying that's bad or good. I just think that's part of the reasoning. All right.
Yeah, because we don't tell girls who have pH problems and this, that, like,
just cut it off.
We figure out what the cause of the issue is, and correct it. And so why we tell, if there's a hygiene issue for boys, I know it's men and it's different, it's women, but that's not the solution for boys. Like, they could still get things without being circumcised. Like, things happen no matter what.
Correct. And it's not a lot of things that we're just like, okay, this might happen down the road, let's cut it off. You get what I'm saying? Like, I touch a lot more things with my hand than with my, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would never skin off a piece of my arm. A lot of the diseases that have gone around and people have died for the bubonic plague and all these other things, like, that was from nastiness with your hands. Mm-hmm. COVID and stuff, don't touch your eyes, don't touch your face. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, for a long time, people didn't wash their hands. Mm-hmm. I don't know about that. I wish I didn't get bricked as easy. So it's easier without it. Interesting. Easier and better for healing because babies aren't touching and playing with it. Shh. Well, I guess. I don't know. I feel like they were touching it.
Okay.
Oh, you are bad, man, if you get snipped and still be touching it. Very good point. I'm just saying, these are things. And then I did research. I looked it up through the NIH. The NIH is claiming that, and this is weird to me, they're claiming that they did 3 studies, one of which is sub-Saharan Africa, and they're claiming that the men that were circumcised were 51 to 60% less likely to contract HIV. That didn't make a lick of sense to me. You can go look it up. I can send you the thing and all. They said between 51 to 60. I posted it and all.
From heterosexual or homosexual relations? Which
heterosexual?
They didn't specify.
Heterosexual. They said.
I mean, either answer you gave me wasn't going to suffice my.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, enough about the cuttings and the snippets. But yeah, y'all look into that, please, because I'm telling you.
Yes, you bring it up. Now you get me intrigued.
That's what I went into a whole rabbit hole. I'm telling you, I went through multiple studies and stuff like that. None of it making sense. And then I was like, wait, how did y'all even determine that? How do you determine that you would not have gotten or would have gotten HIV? How does one determine such a thing?
I thought it was just sexually contracted. I didn't know there was parameters to it.
That's what I'm saying. So after seeing that, because I thought HIV was sexually contracted, right? Or it's through bodily fluids through sex. So I'm like, wait, was I taught wrong? How was HIV first contracted? I literally looked up who was the first person. Who was the first person with HIV? Like, where did it come from? And then they're saying that it came from the simian version of HIV. And they're claiming that, Bushman in sub-Saharan Africa ate monkeys with SIV, simian immunodeficiency virus. They either ate or their blood got into a cut from the Bushman, and I'm like, man, no. And then they started humping. Whatever, bro. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but whatever. Thought I was more of a religious thing too. It is. In our society, it is for sure. Those studies really happened. I just want to know, like, how did they conduct the studies? You know what I'm saying? How do you?
What intrigued them to start the study, right?
And then, okay, how do you know that someone would have been more or less likely to have gotten HIV? How do you do that? Yeah, it just raised more questions than anything. I'll be honest. I got more questions than less. All right, and for the last topic, we're gonna post this about this young man. He's speaking on this podcast about women, like how he views if he's gonna have another date with them, and that'll be our last topic of the evening. We appreciate you coming. All right, we're gonna show you this, and we're gonna weigh in, and we're gonna go from there. All right, here it goes.
I think a lot of women don't understand that, and their dynamic between a man and themselves, that they're takers a lot of the time. So that's another reason I don't want to hang out with you, because I'm always in the red when I'm hanging out with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even like a pleasurable experience like that. Like, goddamn, I always got to spend. I always got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing that would make me look at a woman is like different is her willingness to try to save me money.
Yes,
now,
sir.
So like, I give you an example. Like, we go out and be like, how much that is?
You ain't gotta get that.
Yeah. Like, I may still get it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you go. We live. We turn it up.
I done made a mental note.
Because she's considerate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I made a mental note.
Yeah.
She fuck with me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? so I fuck with her.
Yeah.
But when you just cool, run that shit run it up. Then you're not really considerate of me, so I probably won't want to hang around you that much. Like, you know what I'm saying? After.
All right. What are your thoughts on that one?
I agree. I agree. I'm a lover girl. Like, I must spoil my man and kind of stuff. Like, we going be like, baby, let we go. I have stuff planned. I pay. And then he gonna be like, nah, I gonna pay for it. But those kind of things, like he said, he don't want to. And every time we go, he gonna be in a deficit of like, it gotta be steakhouse, lobster dinner, everything from me. Like, we can't just walk the park and get like ice cream and hot dog and enjoy the music festival, or like, you have to be. It's you could tell when it's a financial interaction and it's somebody that genuinely likes you. I think we had talked about it with another clip a couple months ago when the girls were asking about dating, the guy was like, the difference is you guys want, we don't care where we go once we're going with you, but you ladies care where we're going before you go with me. And so that's that example for me. Like, he's right. Like, I'm glad he's at a point where he can recognize, like, I ain't gonna be rolling with you if I'm always gonna be in a deficit whenever we out. And again, no consideration. If you know I like to go somewhere, we don't have to always go there. We could go someplace else. I like a good nachos, or I like a good hot dog, or a good burger and fries, or whatever. And I like a good fancy restaurant too. Like, I like a good steakhouse or a good whatever. You have to be able to be balanced in your situation. And if he so chooses and he wants to say, now we're still going here, then he feels like, you know what, at least you're considering me and I'm not just here for the financial aspect. So I wish more men would get there like that.
Get where?
To that place where they realize they're being used and they're not really valued or cared for.
Okay, true. I mean, the bank account gonna tell them eventually.
Why does man think he know about me? He swear he know me, you know.
It's coconut oil. Why are you so good looking? It's coconut oil, bro. Thanks for coming. Share the live. So I agree with him. I agree with him, and I think we need to understand also that it's okay to, like, sometimes that's not your person. You and them are not compatible. Like, if they feel that every time they're with you, you need to blow a bag or spend money, it's okay to say, I guess we're not on the same page. All right, Ricky, peace. Have a good night. Subbed up. We appreciate it. Share it. Too many entitled women out here with more than they can afford, or they want more than they can afford. It's true, because are you doing that by yourself? That's another thing. When you're not with me, are these the places you go to? Or you only want to go when I'm paying? That says a lot. You check what I'm saying? Like, then I don't know why. Matter of fact, even if I do get money, doesn't it become annoying that every time this girl hits you up, she wants to spend yours? Every time she wants to spend. Like, even if you're making really good money, does it not bother? There's men like that. Like, clearly I'm not there, because some days I want to just please sit down. Some men don't like to take no and continue to pursue someone that's not interested in them. Then the using begins, because if she like you, you don't have to spend much of a dime. That's true. So, hey, fellas, take the game when it's dropped. You hear the woman telling you straight. Ladies, when was the last time you paid for a date? How much dates you paid for in a year?
Last time I paid for a date, it wasn't a date like a romantic date, but when Ja was here, we went on, I paid. But Ja pays too. I remember when we first took Ja. I remember when we first went out with my girlfriends, and Ja was very much shocked. He was a little taking aback. But we were out here. The bill didn't even reach his hand.
Yeah.
He was like, what just happened?
Fighting over it. Yeah.
Then he been plotting for it the whole year. When he come back, just secretly, take.
Man said don't count. Man said don't count. He said don't count. What guy?
Darren, a date is a date, whether it's with your friends or it's a romantic one or it's a work date. It's still a date. And so the fact that you only think there is only one is probably your problem. Not every date you go on is a romantic date.
Well, here's the thing. I think whoever asks should pay. That's how
I agree.
And Darren, yes, I've been taken out and she's paid. Like that's a thing that happens. Believe it. It's a thing that happens. Matter of fact, Neci kind of got in the way one time when somebody will go pay. But anyway, a lot of men like to ask women out to dinner first. Why not take her for a walk? And you see, how to say this? Today, there are groups of women that believe if you ask to do that you don't see their value. So I think there's men that will ask and want to pay just to not be put in that group like that's not taken seriously because you don't know her. When you ask her out, you don't know if this could be your first and last mistake. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you might want to just get to know her, take her for coffee and stuff like that. But there are groups of women that are literally looking at coffee dates like you don't value them. That's a thing. No,
my value isn't tied to the institution you take me to. So that's.
But you know that's a thing, though.
It is a very real thing, and I'm. That's not. Yeah. I have a very different viewpoint.
I like to do small dates for the first link up. Hey, big up Candice from 100 Dates in 100 Days, because she's made it clear she actually prefers coffee dates. And her reasoning makes the most sense to me. I don't understand why people would want to go out on a 2, 3, 4 hour date the first time you're going out with someone, because you don't know if you like them or not. Mm-hmm. You don't know if you like their company or nothing. I would think a coffee date sets the tone. Like Sahali says, you set the tone of the date. You get to know if you actually like their company outside, not on the phone, not texting, none of that. You get to see up close. And then when it's done, it's done. Matter of fact, from there, if I get more time, you could schedule the next one right there. You could go right into a walk on the beach or whatever, depending where you at. I think it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Or even a lunch. Like you realize, oh, wow, we're still here talking since we had our coffees about 1:30. You want to grab some lunch, and then you could make the most of it. Like, I agree. I don't like movies and things. Is not a good first date. I don't care for like romantic dinner. Like, cause some places you can't really speak. Everybody, you can't talk and get to know the person, and it's just not. It's really I need to conversate with you to understand. Like, is there anything from you that I actually find besides our initial attraction that I can see we're pursuing something too? Because I can't tell from that if we're in a movie, watching a movie together. I can't tell from that if we at a nice restaurant and we can't really discuss anything because the tables are so close and I don't want everybody to know my business. Like, let us be more freeing and build there. Like, hey, like, I like you, cool. Like, can we not, I'm ready for a dinner date, and you work. And nothing's wrong with a dinner date, but it might not be what, like he said, $400 in a hole from a dinner. Like, do you treat yourself like that? Like on a real, do you really take yourself out on those kind of dates? And if you do, great, but that's the only kind of dates you take yourself on. Like, don't tell me y'all don't drink coffee or tea or have ice cream or grab a burger or, none of them stuff. Like, go bowling, or it could be something fun. It don't have to be that. It could be something fun. So,
yeah.
I don't know. This is probably why single. I have all these thoughts and ideas, and I'm not the regular woman that just, and that's just what they don't like me. So.
It's because you're a Virgo. There you go, Darren. I did it for you.
I was gonna say you didn't give you a chance.
He made it past 2 hours. So, Darren, you made it past 2 hours. You didn't mention Virgos or nothing. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. But you see, That's the problem. Imagine you're a guy, you asking out for the first date. The first impression is important. You want to make a good first impression. You would like to just get to know her, but you don't want her to feel like you don't value her or none of that. So you ask to take her out to this thing where you need to. And too many people now, they care more about the experience and not the person. It's about the experience. No,
Yes,
the experience should be how much fun you had with that person, not what type of food the place was serving. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up. Let me read these comments. Darren said he likes coffee, breakfast, breakfast, yeah, ice cream, drinks at a lounge, etc. I am Puerto Rican. Coffee is part of my blood. A date with 3 small activities can be better than a dinner date. I think sitting down to dinner, like, sometimes you can't be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you're ordering things that you don't usually eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be kind of stuffy. Like, you want a salad. You know you're hungry. You hungry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it's time to get away from them things. It took me 2 months before I accepted a dinner date. Oof. Dinner dates are lazy and lack of imagination. Damn. I actually went on a date with a Virgo recently. Did you get part 2? I didn't know she was one until it was too late. But she was better than I expected, so I can hold it down. People don't know how to date in the VI. They don't. And I'm gonna say this. Women, it's your fault. All right? Ladies, it's your fault that people don't know how to date in the VI. It's up to you to change that standard because, honestly, you control the standards. Whatever you want, the man them gotta do it. If y'all set the standard that you gotta date me to be with me, if the women did that, what else the man gonna do? Either they're gonna date each other or they're gonna do what you need. That's all it is. They after something, you after something, I gotta meet in the middle somewhere, and you set that standard. So blame the woman that if they're listen in the Virgin Islands, are you to like maybe go to the movies once or twice and blah blah blah, and next thing you're in a situationship or you do Netflix and chill and all that together. That whose fault is that? If he's asking you, why aren't you saying, okay, you can't get no access to me unless? What are they going to do? Are you giving up all your power, man? And then, man, I ain't even reading out. Bring me a cow. Wait, what? Wait, what? This has been another great episode. What? Who you gonna say?
I don't have no words. I was stuck on cow.
Hey, this has been another great live streamed episode of A Different Day with Ja and
It's Neci, y'all.
We will be with another episode this Sunday at our actual usual time. 101.3 ROE FM, #1 station in the U.S. Virgin Islands. This is a makeup episode, all right? So we're gonna be on between 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 4 p.m. American Standard Time. Come check us out then this Sunday and every Sunday unless we say otherwise. All right, you can follow us on Instagram at SameDifference2022 and or on TikTok at same_difference_pod. The YouTube is at VI_very_own. Please do us a favor and share this live. Let people know that we exist so they could go ahead and tune in and tap in with us every week. I don't want no salad. Bring you a cow. You hungry? You say your hair look nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
If you go eat them, man, but that's what a dinner date to do. You gotta perform. You gotta put on a show. No, do something else. So what else? We got episode Thursday, all male panel. Ladies, gentlemen, please send us your questions. Please DM us your questions, please. We need questions to ask, so it'll be a good show. The last all-female panel was hosted by yours truly, Crucian Neci. It was dope. It was amazing. Got a ton of views. The answers was amazing. It was dope. So this one, I'll be hosting. So I'm trying to do just as good. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to match Neci's energy. She's been killing it. Yeah. So Thursday, check us out. Send us the questions. What else we got going on? You could think of anything? Thursday we got shows.
Follow me on the Facebook and Twitter, Crucian Neci, GALNECI. So Crucian Neci on Facebook and TikTok as well.
All right, and send us your MS of the week. Who do you think should be the mother?
Well, we don't get one for Sunday comment. Jeez.
Apparently, still send us in. We'll go off of whoever get voted the most, because something else is happening. Send us your MS of the week. DM us or DM.
You might have to do two if you get too busy.
Exactly. Send us your MS of the week. That's it for us, man. We out of here. You enjoy your evenings. We love you. Peace.